first and last name, please.
Melanie Garibay, Melanie Garibay. Is that okay?
I don't know.
Good afternoon, Ms. Garibay. Can you tell us how it is that you're employed?
Yes, currently I own my own company.
Prior to that time, did you work for Wella?
Yes,
For how many years?
approximately 18 years.
And what was your position at Wella when you left?
I was the national show director.
What does that mean?
I was responsible for our North American show team and producing our shows and events across U.S. and Canada, particularly the bigger events such as the North American Tranvision Awards.
In terms of being the national show director, does that mean that you were the one responsible for producing the shows?
That's correct.
What does that entail?
That entails coming up with creative concepts with people on my team, and then, being the main liaison for the hotels or the event spaces, and then on site really producing and directing the large scale events.
Okay. When you say large scale, and are you referring to, like you said, the Tranvision type shows?
Correct. I was in charge of our show team, and we did events large and small across U.S. and Canada, as I mentioned. So my team was responsible for some of the more regional events, and I was responsible for the larger events, such as the North American Tranvision Awards.
Okay. Events where you might have 1,000 or 2,000 people?
Correct.
And did you know somebody by the name of Fabio Sementilli when you worked for Wella?
Yes.
Were you on his lead team?
I was not on the lead team. I reported into Fabio as the national show director.
Okay. And so did you often travel with him to these large shows?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you and Fabio have a close relationship?
Yes, it was close. I met Fabio as a platform artist for my large shows. Then we were colleagues, and then he eventually became my boss.
Okay. And through that relationship, did you also meet his family, including his wife?
I did.
Do you see her here in court today?
Yes.
Can you identify her?
Yes, she's right there wearing a blue blazer and a light blue shirt.
Thank you. As part of your relationship, did you also, and your work with Fabio, did you also travel with them on trendsetter trips, bonus trips to Hawaii and things like that?
Yes, I did.
Subsequent to Fabio's death, did you go to the Sementilli home to offer your support along with other individuals from Wella on a regular basis?
I wouldn't say it was a regular basis.
Did you reach out to her on a regular basis?
After the murder?
Yeah.
I did. I did check in via text here and again. I really didn't hear back much, but yes, I did.
All right. So you reached out and you also went to the home after the murder?
Yes, correct. I believe I went 2 days after the murder with some colleagues from Wella.
And did you also attend the backyard gathering on January 29th?
I did.
At some point later, did the defendant reach out to you and ask for your assistance?
Yes.
About maybe six months after the murder?
I don't recall.
I'm sorry, 6 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah. I think it was probably around March.
Your Honor, I have a Celebrate report with text messages between this witness and the defendant. It's 20 pages in total. May it be marked, please, as People's 199.
Yes.
Showing you the first page of People's 199. Do you recognize the first instant message conversation as coming from you to the defendant on January 24th of 2017 at about 6 in the morning?
Yes, that's my message there.
Let me make sure I'm right on the time.
That says 7, I believe.
6:06 in the morning, it looks like, on the 24th?
Or 7:06 and 6:10 of a second.
Yes.
Okay.
Here it is. Okay. And I want to direct your attention to the second page. Is this again another text message that you sent to the defendant on January 25th?
Yes.
Okay. Talking about how you're bringing wine.
Correct.
On the third page, another set of messages from you to the defendant, just saying hello, thinking of you, sending prayers, things of that nature, from looks like January 26th, followed by maybe February 3rd.
Correct.
And the response, TY for thank you, is that the typical response that you received back?
Yes.
And then again, further down, February 15th, reaching out once again.
Correct.
I now want to move to Martique, bottom of the fourth page, just checking in, let me know when you feel up for a visit. Is this the type of text message that you sent?
Yes.
On the sixth page, on March 17th, do you recall receiving this message from the defendant saying, "Hi Mel, when you have a chance, could you give me a call?"
Yes, I do.
And did you in fact give her a call as she requested?
I did. I specifically remember this because we were having a meeting, and just because I really hadn't heard, back in detail like this in a while, I thought maybe it was something urgent or important. So I did call her, yes.
And what, if anything, did she want from you?
She said she didn't know if Fabio had let me know that she had a girls' trip planned, and she was wondering if I could help get her rooms at the Aria, since I had contacts there from previous shows I had done at Aria.
Okay. So she told you that she didn't know if Fabio had let you know about this?
Correct.
So, in other words, indicating to you that Fabio knew she was going to be going on this girls' trip and to check in with you to get your help on securing a room?
Correct.
During this time when she called you, or you called her in response to her text message, did she tell you that she had been very busy?
Overall.
I can answer that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's, obviously busy with just a lot of things going on. So, understandable, I would think.
So, given that she said Fabio knew about this, did you assist her in securing rooms?
I did.
And what were you able to secure for her?
I think this time I was able to secure some suites at Vidara. I believe, if I recall correctly, there was something going on in Vegas for the dates that she was looking for. So my contacts couldn't get her a suite at Aria, but they were able to get her, at the Vidara.
Okay. And for this particular trip, did she tell you that this was a trip that was to take place between March 23rd and March 26th of 2017?
I believe those were the dates that she had me check on.
Okay. And were you able to secure her, when you say suites, they were the Sky Suites, correct?
Sky Suites would be at Aria, and then I don't know what they are at Vidara, but I believe it was a suite.
Counsel, let me interrupt. Looks like our lunch recess now till 1:30. If you have any supplies, I'll discuss this case either among yourselves or with anyone else with form expressing opinion to the cause. It's fine, submitted too. Have a good lunch.
the date of March 17th of 2017, when the defendant texted you to give her a call, and then she told you that she was trying to plan a girls' trip to Vegas, right?
Correct.
I'm showing you page 8 of your text string that's been previously marked as Exhibit 199. On March 20th, did you receive this text from the defendant? Have you heard back yet? If not, no worries. How about you guys swing by tonight?
Yes.
Okay. And then, did you respond? This is on March 20th at approximately 12:18 in the afternoon. And then you responded a few moments later saying, "Hi, thanks for reminding me. I just sent them another email."
Yes.
And then what follows is a couple text messages between the two of you later that day, trying to make plans, correct?
Correct.
And the defendant says maybe next week, but she's leaving early Thursday morning. Correct?
Correct.
Looking at the next page, page 9. Later that day, at about 2:09 in the afternoon, did you send this text message to Monica?
Yes.
That they're going to try to get you at the Aria Sky Suites?
Yes, and then I was going to try to get her confirmation number.
Okay. When you say they, were you referring to your points of contact at the hotel?
Yes, Mindy and Teresa.
Okay. And then, subsequent to that, the defendant sent you a text message that included a photograph.
Yeah, that looks like her credit card.
Looking at page 10 of Exhibit 199, at about 8:45 at night, did you send this text to Monica saying, "Hi Monica, so we got you in a suite at the Vidara, Mindy will send a confirmation number tomorrow"?
Yeah, and then let her know she didn't need a credit card until she checked in.
And then in response, the defendant sent you back a text saying, "Great, thank you, do you know the nightly rate?"
Yes.
Looking at page 11, the nightly rate of $99. Is that the typical rate one would get at the Vidara Sky Suites?
No.
This is your rate given the business that you do there, correct?
Right. Right.
Through
Correct.
through Wella.
Correct.
Or was doing there at the time.
Was that well? Yes.
Okay. And then, did you send a message to Monica with respect to what Mindy at the Aria said with response to the reservation you were setting up for her?
Correct. Yeah, that's what Mindy sent to me, and that's what I forwarded to Monica.
Okay. And then you said, "You are welcome, have fun, see you next week."
Yes.
And then you got from Mindy, Monica Sementilli's confirmation number for March 23rd arrival.
Correct.
And you sent that to Monica?
Yes.
Now, in April of 2017, did you once again receive a text from the defendant?
Yes.
Showing you page 14 of Exhibit 199. Looking at the date of April 15th of 2017 at 12:52 in the afternoon, the defendant sent you a text saying, "Just found this. We both won Naha that night," and with a picture. Do you know what that picture was?
Yeah, it's a picture of Monica and Fabio winning Naha. So that's a hairdressing competition.
And then later on that same date, after the picture of the defendant with Fabio at 1:22 in the afternoon, did you also receive a text from the defendant saying that she was going to be going back to Vegas between May 3rd and the 5th and asking you if it was possible to get, again, a 2-bedroom suite or 2 separate suites?
Yes.
And then did you respond saying that you would reach out the next day and let her know?
Correct.
Following day, on April 18th of 2017, did you receive a text from Monica asking you if you had had any luck in booking her in a 2-bedroom suite in Vegas?
Yes.
And then did you respond that Teresa, one of your contacts in Las Vegas, is working on it?
Yes.
On the following page of Exhibit 199, page 17, did you receive this message from Mindy saying that they have a suite at the Vajara, 600 a night, comp one night, 199 the other?
Yes, that was from Mindy.
And then did you forward that on to the defendant?
I believe so.
Okay. And looking at a message from her a few moments later, is this for 2-bedroom? What is total for 2 nights? 199? Question mark, sold! Exclamation points.
Yes, because they were going to comp that first night, so it would have just been a $199 for the 2.
Okay. And then down below, did you respond, yes, 2-bedroom suite, $199 plus resort fees on April 21st of 2017 with respect to her request to see if you could get her a discounted suite in Vegas in May?
Yes.
And then on the following page of Exhibit 199, which would be page 18 at the top, did you receive this response from the defendant saying that she would take it?
Yes.
And then did you send her a message after that, asking whether she was driving or flying, and if she was flying, you were going to send the flight number?
Correct, because they would have arranged a car pick up from the airport.
Also,
Yes.
for free, included?
Included.
And looking at the defendant's response, did she indicate she was going to book a flight that night?
Yes.
The following day, actually a couple days later, on April 23rd of 2017, at approximately 6:13 at night, she sent you a message saying my arrival with a flight, or a photograph of her flight, correct?
Flight itinerary, yes.
Your Honor, I have that photograph, maybe marked as the people's next in order. Is that 200?
It is.
Thank you. Showing you people's 200. Is this the photograph that she texted to you of her flight information?
I believe so.
Can you see from that it looks to be flight information, LAX to Las Vegas?
I can't see from that one it's been up, but from the one you just showed.
Yeah. Looks the same. 200. For Wednesday, May 3rd of 2017. Correct?
Correct.
And then you asked her which airline, and she told you on April 24th, 2017, American Air.
Correct.
Showing you page 20 of your text string. Did you send this message on May 20th, 2017, approximately 11:50 in the morning? Hi, Monica. Hope everything's going well and that you had a fun time in Las Vegas.
Yes.
After the Wella Memorial, which took place on May 22nd of 2017, did you go to the Sementilli home to meet with the defendant regarding a Trend Vision show that you were going to be putting on in July of 2017?
Yes, I did. I went with my colleague Carol.
Carol Protat?
Carol Pota, yes.
And what was the purpose in going to the home to meet with the defendant regarding this show after Fabio's death?
So all year after Fabio's death, we had been kind of doing tributes and memorials at all the shows that we were producing. This one, particularly the North American Trend Vision Awards, we went over there to talk about her participation and how we wanted to honor Fabio at this event. So that's what that conversation and the visit was all about.
Okay, so you went over there to talk to her about her participation in the show you were producing?
Correct.
Okay. And when you got to the house, did the defendant tell you that she had just purchased a new vehicle?
She did. She was really excited. She was excited to show the car to Carol and I, and said, "You would have been so proud of me, so proud of me. I did an Academy Award-winning performance so that I could get a good deal on the car."
Did she tell you that she was a great actress?
Great actress. I really remember the Academy Award-winning performance.
Did she tell you that she bragged about using Fabio's death in order to get the good deal?
Out loud.
Yes, she said that she played, the grieving widow, to the advantage of getting a great deal on the car.
And then at that point, did she actually show you the vehicle?
She did. She took us out to the garage, and I remember specifically there was lights that shined down from when you opened the door. It had the Mustang logo, and it was just I remember that specifically.
And when she was talking to you about the great deal that she got on this new Mustang, did she tell you that she traded in Fabio's truck to get the car?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I believe so.
And at that point, did she tell you that she was going to be traveling in the next couple of days to Myrtle Beach?
She did. I remember her saying that, she was going to Myrtle Beach to walk the golf course because it was one of the things on Fabio's bucket list, and she didn't play golf, but she was going to, honor his memory by doing that.
And did you ask her about whether or not she was planning on moving back to Toronto?
I did. I think in different conversations we had, I asked because I know that obviously she was from there, and the girls, and she just said she didn't know. Things were taking longer than she had planned or expected, or she just kind of seemed frustrated at the process of trying to figure out, what had happened to Fabio.
Okay. I have nothing further.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. Garibay. I don't want to take up too much of your time. You testified about helping Monica get some really cheap hotel rooms in Las Vegas, right?
Correct.
The rates the prosecutor went over with you, one of them was $99 for one night.
Correct.
And I think you had already testified these rates were extremely cheap and different from what the rates would normally be.
Correct.
And on the People's Exhibit 199, the first time that Monica had reached out to you, you were happy to help her getting a discounted hotel room, right?
Yes.
And you had texted Monica, hope you have a good time while you're away, right?
Yes.
You did that for both of the trips, that hope she had a good time and have fun.
Yes.
How many times did you see Monica between January 23rd and June of 2017?
Maybe 3 or 4 times. I mean, including the night of the wake, or just like on personal visits to the.
Including the night of the wake.
I know we went over a couple of days afterwards, as I mentioned. We went over with some colleagues from work right after it happened. I was there at the wake, and then I know we went over another time just on a visit. My husband and I had been out riding, and we brought wine over from Santa Barbara. I believe Carol might have been over there, maybe Mark. It was just a friendly visit. And then The next time I can remember was when Carol and I went over in May to discuss her participation for NATVA.
Okay, so you saw Monica a total of 4 times between January 23rd and June 14th, the day that of the arrest. Is that right?
From what I can recall, yes, I believe that's correct.
Okay, and on only one of those occasions did Monica, on the last occasion, I believe you testified that Monica expressed frustration with the status of the LAPD investigation. Is that right?
I'm going to say that wasn't the last one. I'm going to say maybe the third time. That's when she was kind of starting to seem frustrated. The last time we went over, it seemed like she had a very different demeanor. I mean, she was super excited about the car, and just kind of, you know, moving on, I guess, doing these things for Fabio, but I didn't get any sense of frustration from her in that last visit.
With respect to the Mustang, that day that you went over to Monica's house and she was telling you about the Mustang, she was really bragging about she had negotiated a really good deal on this car, right?
That's correct.
And who doesn't love a good deal on a car, right?
Sustain.
You previously testified that, am I correct that you previously testified you reached out to Monica between January 23rd and June 14th, and Monica was busy?
I mean, I reached out, you know, after January 23rd. Understanding a grieving widow, she's got a lot of things going on. So I didn't want to be intrusive, but I just wanted her to know, you know, hey, we're thinking about you. But yeah, I don't really think it was all the way up until June. I think after the hotel rooms, you know, that's kind of really the conversation we had.
Well, between January and June, in the text message communication with Monica, she actually invited you over a number of times.
No, I think there was maybe once or twice. She didn't invite over multiple times. I think there were just a couple times. You look back at the text, but we weren't that super close. I mean, obviously we knew them because of Fabio, but I'm sure there were other people in her circle of friends who were way closer that, you know, she would have loved to have at her house, besides me.
But Monica did invite you over a couple of times, is that right?
I think once or twice.
And on both of those occasions, you were actually the one who was busy and couldn't make it on the night she invited you over, right?
I'm not sure.
8 of People's Exhibit 199. And directing you to this blue message right here, March 20, 2021. You can see that?
March 20th of 2017?
Excuse me, 2017. Your Honor, I have a one-page text message communication string between Ms. Sementilli and Melanie Garibay, if it can be marked as the defense's next.
That'd be 619. Is this a duplicate of the People's?
I am not seeing it in this 20-page.
All right.
I'm not seeing it in People's Exhibit 199.
All right.
Directing you to this green bubble, March 20th, 2017 at 12:19. Is that text message from Monica to yourself, that's 702 phone number?
That's correct.
And she asked, have you heard back yet? If not, no worries. How about you guys swing by tonight?
I guess, yes.
And in response,
So that's the response that's in the end that you showed me.
and at the end of this is, can't do tonight, what about Wednesday?
Correct. That was the one that was just in the one you showed me.
What was one of the occasions in which Monica invited you over that you were unavailable?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything further by other people?
When you were happy to help her booking rooms in Las Vegas, you didn't know, she didn't tell you she was going with her lover, correct?
Objection, argumentative, cumulative, relevant.
So stand on the second round.
With respect to the message Melanie showed you, it's the same one I showed you, correct?
Yeah.
Looking at exhibit 199 at the bottom, top of page 8.
Correct. My response is the same. Monica's text there, it just looks like there might have been something missing on that. I don't know, but it looks like it's the same.
I have nothing further.
Anything further? Thank you, Ms. Garibay. You're excused. Thank you. May I call your next witness?